gotta be it, right? But something's taken it over.
It can't be. A guardian?
What? The Dragon Torch? Taken over by...
Whatever that thing possessing it was, had looked ready to awaken at any moment.
What is it?
It is Xochitl. Wyveria created it as their final line of defense.
This is the very guardian that doomed the capital.
We thought it fell dormant. But if it's been drawing energy directly from the Dragon Torch the whole time...
We can't leave it unchecked. Surely there's some way to deal with it.
Without exception, a Guardian cut off from its energy supply will die. If we put a stop to the Dragon Torch, Xochitl will perish too.
But the entire Eastlands are sustained by the energy from the Dragon Torch. If we stop it...
It would affect all life in this region as we know it.
Tell me how we can stop the Dragon Torch.
Nata's pendant. As part of our deep knowledge of this energy, we possess a substance to counteract it. Nata's pendant is an extremely concentrated mass of that countervailing power. It was his father's role to stop the Dragon Torch in a time of crisis.
So that's the trick.
Let's calm down. Nata, that pendant is a memento from your father. What do you want to do?
I don't know.
Unleash its power, and this land will be wiped out. The Keepers know the Torch and Guardians better than anyone. Advice would be welcome.
Us? Our forefathers knew little. As for us, we know as much as you. Simple observers have no right to decide the fate of the world.
Even so, someone has to. My vote is to save as many lives as possible. We must stop the Dragon Torch.
Whoa, hold on. After we investigate. We don't have all the information.
You're idiots to throw it away. The world will never see such innovation again.
Says the man who has seen what these menaces are capable of. Or shall we wait for the worst?
Then let me study it, see how it works. Then do what you want. Easy.
Easy's no word to just throw around. This will destroy their natural order. Their society will be completely uprooted.
But at least they won't be dead.
That may be true. But the comparison's not that simple.
Seriously, like what right do we even have? We can't just march in as outsiders and decide.
Right. But we're running out of time. The lives involved take priority. It'll be my sword to fall on, and I will. I can take the pendant.
I'll do it. I'll stop the Dragon Torch.
Nata.
It's what my father would have wanted. This is my role.
I admire your resolve. Are you sure?
Olivia, let us take it from here.
We'll go with him. You're okay with that?
Call on me if I'm needed. I'll be ready.
Nata,
Tashin, wait here for me.
my boy.
I'll be okay. I'm a keeper too. Hunter,
Just skirt. Got something in mind? Yo. Yeah. What are we making today? Done already?
Hunter, if we don't stop the Dragon Torch, Xochitl will awaken, right? And if this is my job, will you come with me and help? Thanks.
We're almost there.
This has been some journey, huh? Arkveld, the Guardians, the Dragon Torch, and now... Wyveria's secret weapon.
That pack of Balahara was terrifying.
Nona really had a scare.
You were so cool, though. I was afraid of you at first. Could I really trust a stranger who could cut down monsters like that to get me home? I really knew nothing then. I didn't know that sand could be as thick as fog. I'd never seen someone laugh like Nona during the season of plenty. I'm sorry for not listening when we found Raydao.
A fire spring was so exciting.
Humans, Mudwoods, monsters, we're just trying our best. The Guardians too. Especially them. Before meeting you all, I really didn't know anything.
Nata.
It's time the Keepers see their mission through.
Won't take much to wake it up.
The Dragon Torch. To think that little pendant can stop it.
We don't have to do this. There's one other option.
Hunter, are you sure? Right. It's worth a shot, isn't it?
Leave this to me.
Watch, Nata. This is what hunters do.
I will.
By my own order. I will slay Zoshia! Let's do this! Before that happens. this mean? There's no way!
Tashin! Tashin!
My boy! Against all odds, you found another way. You hunters are incredible. You chose a path that we never could.
Tashin, we can choose. Arkfeld chose too. It found its own way to live. So did the other Guardians. And now, it's time for the Keepers to step away from duty and truly live. Thank you for everything.
So they found the Keeper's village. And unraveled the mystery of the White Wraith. They even managed to see the boy home safe. Truly impressive. However, to learn that it was artificial life...
The Guardian Arkveld scoured the land for a more lucrative energy source. By absorbing the properties of those sources, it was able to achieve a higher state of living.
Unfortunately, after learning predation, it became unable to control its intake of wyvern milk. Intoxicated by the surplus of energy, it descended into madness. These were the findings of the expedition?
Yes, sir. But this report has just come in.
Wyveria's ultimate guardian, Zoshia, awoke from its resting place. It fed off the Dragon Torch, the heart of the Forbidden Lands ecosystem, to evolve itself. And by doing so, threw the weather of the surrounding regions into disarray. Cognizant of the long-term repercussions, Avis Unit made the agonizing decision to put Zoshia to rest. A life-altering end. Just as Alma said, that hunter is something else.
Sir, if I may, why do you think the people of Wyveria created the Guardians? For what purpose would they endanger themselves with monsters like Zoshia?
I dare not dishonor them with conjecture.
The details require finesse, but it seems the door is open to diplomatic overtures between East and West. The Guild, I know, is eager to open communications with the Forbidden Lands.
No. We will hold off. Should that branch be extended, it must be from them. More importantly, this Dragon Torch, was it? Uncontrollable energy, upon which an entire ecosystem depends. They intend to continue their research on it, and the artificial monsters.
While it's safe for now, the Dragon Torch and Guardians are in a precarious balance. There are worries surrounding its artificial nature.
My take is this. Both mankind and their creations play a role in the ecosystem. If nothing else, nature will always surpass humanity's expectations. This expedition was not seen through without flaw. But so long as there are hunters, we can handle whatever may come.
Is it true?
Come on.
It's arc belts.
The will to live always finds a way. From one generation to the next. Good morning. Did you have a good rest? A sand ship arrived while you were sleeping. Olivia has returned too. What do you say we stop by the command tent when we get the chance?
Well, what can I do for you?
You look good. I'm glad to see everyone is doing well. If you haven't heard, we have a distinguished visitor. Shall we meet and discuss our next steps? Good. He's inside. It's always an honor, sir.
Olivia, the pleasure is mine to be in such accomplished company. You've done truly well. I'm also enjoying this return to field work, even if only to serve as the Guild's envoy.
An envoy, sir?
Right. For now, we'll be the only ones out here carrying on research. But that doesn't mean the Guild isn't listening. The Professor is here as their representative.
We've been estranged for too long. It's past time we reacquainted ourselves.
Yes, sir. And if there's ever a way I can help with that, I hope you'll let me.
I welcome your insights. As one familiar with both worlds, will you continue to aid Avis Unit?
Yes, sir. Thank you. I'll do my best.
Forgive me for being direct, sir. But what exactly are the Guild's views on the investigation ahead?
We have two priorities. First, investigating the state of the Dragon Torch, absent Zoshia's presence. Second, an accounting of any effects on the local ecology here as a consequence of that change. And the area surrounding Sild. Astrum Unit, namely Eric and Werner, will focus their efforts there. Surveying the other regions is a task for Avis Unit. You've seen more of these lands than anyone.
Understood, sir.
Likewise. We'll see it done.
We'll begin our search in the forest. It should be easy to spot any signs of change in a biome that lush.
Very good. If any of us discovers something, reach out to the others. I'll be counting on you all.
All right, let's get started in the forest. Look around for any signs of change to the ecosystem.
Right. But we still don't know what we'll find out there. Nata, you stand by at base camp, just in case.
All right. Please be careful, too.
Then we're off. Just as soon as we've fully prepared. Sorry, I'm excited. Come and speak to me once you're ready to go. Shall we head out? Or did you have another quest in mind?
Well, what can... Yep. Anything catch your eye? Subar? You know where to find me.
Shall we head out? Or did you have another quest in mind? Perfect. Then let's begin our investigation.
Kind of strange seeing the entirety of the Eastlands in a season of plenty.
It is. But also incredible what the Dragon Torch is capable of.
Even if this surge is temporary, it's hard to imagine the effect of all this on the ecosystem.
Which just makes the prospect of investigating all the juicier, no?
Oh yeah.
Up ahead. Wetwoods. I couldn't even begin to imagine. That thing is far beyond our understanding.
Agreed. At some point, we'll have to put our heads together with the Astrum unit and figure it out.
But for now, we've got our plates full observing this biome, and I plan on enjoying the meal.
I see. An egg.
It's almost as if the forest is more alive than usual.
These tracks are... interesting.
Yep.
better look. Let's head for the canopy.
All right.
Is that...
You help! Red One's big trespass!
Can you describe these red ones?
Many, many red ones, fluffy, fluffy wings! Big fire from beak!
Just going off of that description, I'd be tempted to say she means a Hian cuckoo. But they're normally territorial, so it's kind of odd that so many would gather together.
Well, Yan Cuckoo do prefer forests, so maybe we've just found our first anomaly.
Firebeak! Many! This way!
Well, I guess she wants us to follow her.
I've never seen them together like this before.
Yeah, me neither. This may be the natural state of things during the season of plenty.
Say, big trespass!
Right, sorry.
So what's the problem?
Belong to Red Ones! Big importance!
Right. I think we may find some answers if we capture one.
Capture?
Let's mark one with a paintball, and then we can...
What's this?
Why would you? Crying out. To ensure the safety of our research operation, the Guild authorizes the capture of this Eon Cuckoo! You're up!
I'm up!
Yian Kutku gathering in unprecedented numbers is a significant development.
Amazing. So much life is coming back.
Yes, we're seeing clear reverberations in both the diversity and quantity of life. Or perhaps a reversion, I should say, to the natural state of things here.
My thoughts as well. All of the energy that Zoshia was siphoning away is free to flow out into the land.
And the ecosystem is beginning to rebuild. The other regions may be undergoing similar changes.
Indeed. I ask that you continue your investigation. I leave the choice of destination to you. However, it's not the Dragon Torch, Sild, or the Wyvern's Rest that concerns me. No. I'll have Astrum Unit focus their efforts there a while longer.
These changes may be affecting the villagers. Maybe we could ask them? See if they need help?
Good point. All right, let's head out.
Suvar.
Well, what can I do? Oh, Hunter! So, with Zoshia gone and the good news for us, that means we're getting in higher
You're certainly fired up.
like a Ford anyway. I've got thing is, I'm short on the materials like...
Happy to.
Thanks! Hey! What are we making today? Suvar? Suvar? me.